Hi everyone, so this video is my yearly check-in for my Cattleyas, or Cattleya Alliance orchids. So this one is RLC Durigan. I'm getting a little impatient with it because I want it to bloom because I really like the flowers. Or rather, I like the flowers of RLC Durigan in general. I know they're very varied, but I did buy this as a seedling, so it's to be expected to wait a little bit, which I guess is fine, but I'm really itching to see this bloom. It has this latest growth, which is a bit crooked, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. This is my LC Mini Purple Princess Road. For a long time after I repotted it, pretty much nothing happened, but eventually pushed out a new growth, and it's doing fine. I don't think it's as big as the previous growths, and it's growing very crooked, like against the media, which I'm not too happy about, but also whatever. And with this growth, I don't think I'll get any blooms out of it. It's pretty tiny. So in my setup, I don't have any lights. I'm just relying on the natural light from the window. It is very bright, but all the plants on the shelf at the wall, they're just getting indirect light. I don't know if it's enough, but it might be, so I'm just trying it out, and then in the wintertime I'll probably put lights in, and depending on how things go, I might make the lights permanent for next summer as well. This is SLC World Vacation Shibuya Sunset. This one I also really want to bloom. Feel like it should be big enough, but as you can probably tell, I'm having trouble watering my plants this year. That's the theme this year, but it is pushing out a new growth, so that's good. This one is Cattleya dormaniana. This one, I believe I said at one point that I regretted purchasing it, and mainly it's because it requires a rest, and I haven't seen much, if any, growth on this plant. It's been resting for like months, but recently I saw that there's a new growth starting at the bottom. I may need to cut open the pot though, just to make space for it, but finally some growth on this plant. I do think it's quite a ways from blooming though. Not sure how much longer I need to wait. I think the stems need to be probably double the size before I can see blooms on it. But anyway, I'm just gonna keep it for now. So this one is Epidendrum ciliare, and it's done very well for me. The roots are very packed in the pot, so I'm wondering if I should repot it. This one is the latest growth, and I believe there's a flower spike inside. There's a bump. I don't know for sure, but fingers crossed. Last year, I think I had issues with the flowers not opening properly because of the humidity. I do have similar concerns this year if there is a flower spike, so I often keep water in the tray. I mean, it is sitting in water, but I also don't think it's a problem. I think that will help with the humidity. So we'll see. And this is my Brassavola cuculata red form. There's generally not a ton of activity on it. It grew this growth was the latest growth, and I had thought that perhaps it wouldn't survive because it did get stuck against the rock when it first started growing, so I pulled it out and I thought I damaged the tip. It is a little damaged, but it's grown fine, so that's fine for me. No signs of blooms or anything like that, and I don't see any new growths, or I don't see any additional new growths yet. This one is my Leptotes bicolor. It's pushed out to this one and these two new growths, and this one as well. Before I had mentioned that there were a couple spikes starting, but as you can tell, they completely dried up, so I never got any blooms out of this. So this plant seems to be doing pretty okay for me. I'm a little frustrated because I keep getting spikes but no blooms. But I'm hoping that can change next year. Not sure if I still want to keep this or not. And last but not least is LC Supersonic Striking Lip. This one I also purchased as a seedling. I think it was a medium seedling, but judging by the size, I feel like it should be large enough to bloom, but I haven't seen any blooms on it yet, so that's kind of disappointing. It does have a new growth, so hopefully this one, but we'll see. Alrighty, so that's my update on my Cattleya Alliance plants. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next update video. Thanks, bye!